You don't have to be rich to be taking advantage of this. This was the beginning of the greatest transformation of wealth the world has ever fucking seen since World War II.
We on location. I remember way back. You ain't have no swag. You did a little research. Now you got a moon bag. Now you got a new walk. Now you got new swag. You did a little research. Now you got a moon bag.
All right, so we have Tobias here with the Waga project. Tobias, greatly appreciate you and your team coming to the show. Why don't you break this down and tell us exactly what you guys are building here with Waga? Seems to be pretty epic.
Awesome, man. I appreciate you and Blockchain Monkeyz, bro. I appreciate the whole platform. I appreciate all the viewers. Man, we have an amazing platform and an amazing project that we are about to pursue. And I'm more than proud to share this with everybody who's tuned in. I want to present to you Waga. All right. This coin on the Binance Smart Chain is one of the coins that will make a lot of noise simply because of the effort, the utility, and the groundbreaking building, nation building, the micro nation building that we will be doing moving forward. So to get straight into it, right? Waga is an Amharic word. Amharic is the national language of the Ethiopians, right? The country Ethiopia, one of the oldest African nations, all right? And the Amharic language has evolved from Ge'ez, which is one of the oldest Ethiopian languages, one of the oldest languages on the land. And the word Waga stands for value. It means worth, value, price. Nice. Right? Those are all synonyms to worth and value, right? It transcends money, my brothers and sisters. So what we're trying to do is reevaluate money and give people that blue pill, red pill option to where they can exit the matrix and completely redefine what they think value is and what they think worth is. And we should all know, for everybody who's tethered with the Web3 world, the blockchain world, the decentralized world, we know that we have the tools to actually do things without having to go to the central banks for debt or for loans. So this is the future of decentralized finance from our lens, from our perspective, and we want to bring everybody on for the ride. We have a very meek way of doing this. We have a very humble way of doing this, where I can vouch and say that most founders of projects out there are not going to be as reluctant, you know, as soft in holding coins. All right, that's one thing I want to make sure I'm very clear on, and I want to lead with this. As the founders, the four of us, we have equal share. It's 25%, and we only hold 1% of the max supply of the coins. The reason why we are doing this, we have created other avenues for us to earn, so that way we have no reason to rug pull. We have no reason to liquidate.
That's tokens. Beautiful, because they need to hear that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go
ahead, my brother. Absolutely.
Yeah, I didn't mean to cut you off, but like the crypto space, they need to hear that coming from founders nowadays.
Yes, man. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
It's happening a lot.
Absolutely, brother. So we vow to a 1% stake, and to even add additional insurance to that, we time locked it. We put it in a protocol to where those coins are locked. You can't touch it. And as well as our pre-sale, the liquidity from the pre-sale, which is auto-listed, is also locked for 700 days. So there's no pulling of the liquidity as soon as it's added to Pancake Swap. So there's a lot of little things that we're making sure that we're very transparent about it. Yeah. Because we have other ways to make money, and we are transparent about those ways. So moving forward, we want everybody to know how we make money. It's very transparent, so everybody knows how we make money. But at the end of the day, most people is going to say you could have made more, and that we want people to know that it's not about the money. It's about actually doing what we want to set out to do with this project. And with that being said, let's go ahead and you could slide down on the website. We could go through some things here.
Absolutely.
Right now with the whole project, it is very simple. We don't have too much moving parts. All right. We have the tri-unity EVM blockchain that will be launching, with Waga being the native coin on the blockchain. We are initially having our genesis on the Binance Smart Chain. All right, just like how Matic or Polygon had their genesis as an ERC20 or a token on the Ethereum network before they went mainnet with Polygon with their mainnet, right? So we're doing the same thing on the BSC chain, on the Binance Smart Chain, before we launch our testnet as well as our mainnet. And with that, we'll be able to have a plethora of other opportunities for investors, for developers, for anybody who can tether with the decentralized world, with the Web3 world, the DeFi world. All of that will create an avenue for our brothers and sisters to be able to deploy ideas. All right, so that's one thing, and our pre-sale is funding that. The other half of that is the Isle of Judah, and the Isle of Judah is a monumental move that we're making, and I'm saying this on a political scale as well, because a lot of people say we need to shy away from the politics. In all reality, it's there in front of us, and we have to deal with it accordingly. So the Isle of Judah is an idea of creating a micronation with 30 square miles off the coast of Angola. We've already made the initiative to start by building tourism areas and buildings on this vacant land that has not been developed for the last half a century. For the last 50 years, since the Portuguese left it, the land has been completely empty. And our job is to utilize decentralized funding and decentralized crowdfunding through our project to fuel projects on that island. And we're talking about what we have as a heart desire. We have a blank slate, a blank canvas to actually build. We don't have to go to the IMF.
You said you've initiated what with the island?
Yes, we have initiated contact with the government and the tourism division. Okay. That whole region is owned by the Iona National Park, and people could take notes on this. The Iona National Park. Hold on one second here.
And you have permission. You have permission already.
Yes, we have permission because right now, less than 20 people visit the island per year. It's not seeing any kind of revenue. It's not seeing anything. It's just sitting there. The people who do go there set up tent and usually don't even no building. There's no infrastructure. There's nothing on the island. Okay. So it opens up an avenue for us to be able to say, well, we have the money. We want to do something. And they're like, well, we're more than welcome for you guys to do something. We start little. We're not we're doing what Israel did in Palestine in the 40s. We're not ethnically cleansing people and removing people from their land, their ancient land. This particular area is completely...
Sorry about that. I think you froze up.
Vacant. It has been vacant since the Portuguese. They've left it vacant. It was a little fishing village, and it's been since forgotten. Nice. Not even the native Africans in Angola go to the island to do anything. There's absolutely nothing there for anybody. Right? It's a blank Dubai. 30 square miles, to give people reference, is more than Manhattan Island in New York. Right, Manhattan Island is about 22 square miles. So I don't want to get too long-winded on this because there's so much that we could get into. Right. All right. But those are the two things right there. What Tri-Unity Network and the Isle of Judah, which want to connect the entire blockchain into building this particular society.
What got you excited about building on that in that particular area location? Like what made you want to do that there?
Interestingly enough, I was studying, the history of Africa. Africa is such a big, vast land. So many different countries and cultures, languages. But oddly enough, when I was looking into the transatlantic slave trade, I saw the genesis of the Portuguese kind of spearheading that whole movement. Okay. And in my due diligent research, and this is not about trying to divide people. This is actually the information I'm trying to bring people together. I'm talking all people, all cultures, right? So if you go to Lisbon, Portugal, they have this big statue called the Statue of Discoveries.
Right. Wow.
And it's really just them paying homage to all of the pillaging and the slavery and everything that they've done, the discovering of the world and all that. And it's, you know, it's all a misunderstanding from their perspective. I'm not even going to just throw them under the bus. I'm going to say it's a big misunderstanding. And in 2024, going into 2025, we have a solution to where we don't have to infringe on nobody. We can... We're not calling the whole world. Like minds will know and feel what's right and want to build here, just like anywhere else on this planet.
Right.
Right. So, like I was saying before, we don't have to go to the IMF. We don't have to go to the central banks to actually ask them for funding to actually build something to this magnitude. When we have cryptocurrencies that have grown from nothing to $1 trillion market caps in less than a decade.
Yeah.
Right. So we have here that we can really build, and we're starting humbly. You know, we're not going over there saying, yeah, we're going to build this huge metropolis. Now we're starting with small little project, and with these small little projects, they become big projects as the blockchain and as the coin itself grows in value. All right.
Right.
So
awesome.
with that, man, we have as far as deployments, the coin is going live Friday, December 1st.
Friday. Okay.
On Pink Sale. And we will be live until January 11th, unless we hit our hard cap before that. The moment we hit our hard cap, this pre-sale is over. But our soft cap is 500 BNB. Very, you know, it's not the largest soft cap, right? It's very doable within a month and some change, right? And with the people that we locked in with, we're definitely going to be doing that, and with 5% commissions as well, not in Waga, but 5% commissions in BNB. You know, there's a lot of money to be paid out for people as well instantly. So you know, right now we have that coming Friday, and right now as we sit here, the digital passports are live. And we're extremely excited about our digital passports because it is a BEP 1155 standard protocol. So it's not an NFT, right? It's different from an NFT. It's actually an
nice.
FT.
Explain that. Yeah, explain that.
Yeah, it's actually an FT. Let's get into that, right? It's not non-fungible. It's actually a fungible token. It's a fungible collectible. So we have what is known as our digital passports. We have the first edition of our digital passports, and there are 10 million of them, right? They're all going for 0.1 BNB each. You do the math for the full raise. There's no end date. Whenever all 10 million are sold, that's when they're all sold. But they're 0.1 BNB each. That's a 1 million BNB raise. Plenty of money to start. And all of the focus is going into the Ala Judah. So we have a very simple tokenomics. 50% of all that money that comes in through the digital passport sales goes towards development.
There you go.
Right, 25% of all of those sales goes towards buying back Waga from PancakeSwap, which is going to increase the price and create buy pressure. So you're gonna have people sell and try to dump, but if you have $125 million of future money coming in to buy Waga from the community, it's going to increase the price long term. And then the remaining 25% goes to us founders. This is how we make our money as the founders, selling the digital passports. As far as concerned, we don't want to touch it. We want the community to benefit the most, because at the end of the day, it's our value. It's our worth. We're creating a new paradigm of value. We're putting our energy into something and creating that same illusion that they've created with the dollar. The only difference is it's doing the opposite of hyperinflation.
Absolutely.
It's appreciated. It's hyper appreciating.
Uh-huh.
That's a word I've never even heard of until just now that it came out my mouth. Hyper appreciation.
That's beautiful. I love that.
That is a beautiful word, right?
Love that.
And I see coins being able to do that because of the real world entanglement that we're trying to do with this coin.
Cause it's the standard in this bitch. XRP. I went to YouTube University, and now they mocking me with no degree. We saying by the swift, keep it walking. Respect your elders in these bushes. Bitcoin is talking.
You don't have to be rich to be taking advantage of this. This was the beginning of the greatest transformation of wealth the world has ever fucking seen since World War II.
Blockchain. We talking about an intellectual choo-choo train. It's DLT up in these streets, man. That's why we rip all on that blockchain. We saying by the swift, keep it walking. Respect your elders in these bushes. Bitcoin is talking.
It has begun. Lobster meme season runs on Stellar. Now, they do have a desktop version and a mobile. And what you'll see is they have some brand new updates on there if you guys haven't been on that app in a while.